Hello, welcome back. My name is Justin. I'm a part-time reseller located here in St. Louis. I go out and find things at garage sales, thrift stores, estate sales, things like that to buy and flip for a profit online in my spare time. And every week I bring you a video like this where I talk through the best top sellers of the past week. This week was pretty good. It looks like I sold 71 items over the past week, which is good. 10 is about my average, on the high end of the average. And so over 10 here is a very good week. I'm really happy with that. I sold a total of $2,480 worth of goods. That's not how much money I will make. That's how much money, that's the total value that I've sold on eBay. And so I make about 60% margins on everything that I sell. Actually, I can tell you right here how much. There you go. My total net for the week was $1,507. So that's how much I made this week after taxes, fees, cost of goods, shipping, all that stuff. So $1,500 a week is pretty good. Definitely happy with that. So I'm going to talk through not everything that sold over the past week, but just the top 10 best things, the highest sellers for the week. So let's go ahead and dig in. There's going to be a lot of video games here because I picked up a video game lot about a week and a half ago that had just so much good stuff in it. I paid $437 for what you see right here in these pictures, and in there was just tons of good stuff, and I've been selling these video games so quickly. This is one of them, $54.99, Sonic Adventure for Sega Dreamcast, sold in, one day for $54.99. I ended up netting $34.73. Really good condition game. I've never played this game. I actually didn't play much Dreamcast. I don't think I owned a Dreamcast. My friends probably had one, but wasn't a big Dreamcast fan, so this game is pretty unfamiliar to me, but somebody liked it and bought it for $55, so can't complain. Next up, ooh, yeah, that's right, this creepy clown. I'm actually glad to see this out of my basement. I'll probably sleep better at night knowing that's not down there. Got this from a friend, actually. I had no money into it. I have a friend that gives me random things when they find them, or when he pulls them out of his parents' house or things like that. This was one of those things. It's a Yonezawa Clown that you put some batteries in this little device here and it would dance around. I don't think it actually danced, so this thing, was not in working condition, so I didn't get very good money for it, not as much as I could. Had it listed for a long time, almost a year. You can see there, 349 days. And so happy to get this one out the door, and it looks like I ended up netting $34.97 on it. All right, next up is this lot of 3 Crash Bandicoot games. So again, this came from that video game buy. These, on their own were worth probably $15 to $20 each, give or take. I decided to just lot them up together into one, save on shipping costs, and it sold in pretty quickly. Where did that sell? Yeah, same day. So for $55.99, and I netted a total of $38.71. Next up on the list is another video game, Jet Grind Radio. This is another Dreamcast game. I never played this one. It looks pretty cool. Nice, like old vintage looking graphics there. This came out in, I think, 2000. Nothing special here, but this is somebody's childhood relived, probably buying it for their collection, and they paid $60 for it. And let's see, it looks like I netted $39.80 on it. Yet another video game. This one's a Wii U game. Kind of surprising how valuable certain Wii and Wii U games can be. This one went for $70. Very surprising. If I was out sourcing this at a thrift store, I would probably look at it and scan it to see, but it would not catch my eye as something that was definitely worth $70. So this was kind of a surprising one for me. It ended up selling in 3 days, it looks like, for $70, and I made $49.08 net on it. Next up, yet another video game from that lot. This is Shin Megami Tensei number 4. Maybe I'm pronouncing that right, maybe I'm not really sure. So this is a 3DS game that was in, had some condition issues on the case there, as you can see. But the game was good, in good working order, intact, clean, and it also came with these little pins. Not really sure, but I guess it came with the original game as a promotional item. I'm not entirely sure what was going on there, but that definitely increased the value. It sold for $80, and it took 1 day, and I made $54.92 on it net. All right, next, oh good, not a video game. This is a Vitamix dry grains container. So this was a really good find at a garage sale. Looks like 12 days ago is when we found and listed it. Pretty interesting. This was only $5, which, you know, if you see anything with Vitamix on it and it's $5, definitely buy it, especially if it's new in the box. Like, it's just sort of a crazy find. So this is just it's like a what do you call it? Like the container that goes on top of a blender, and instead of like putting liquids in there to blend them, you put like dry goods like grains to make flour and stuff like that. So that's what this was. Had it listed a little bit high because I was the only new item on eBay for it, and on Amazon it was going for like $140. So I put it $124.99 and with best offers on it. I did take a best offer. It looks like I sold it for a total of $104.99 and ended up netting $69.52. So that was a great find. Really, really happy with that one. Good. Another non-video game. This one is a vintage baseball glove. So this is a Wilson A2000, which is a great brand and model to look out for. A2000s are highly desirable and collectible and just really great baseball gloves. This one I dated from 1982, and I'll show you how I dated that. Let's see. Somewhere in here. I think I have more pictures down here. Yeah, so right there, it says EY. That's an internal code for Wilson that tells you the month and the year. And so this was in 1982 when it was manufactured, so I made sure and put that in the title. I had a listed for $99 with best offers on. It looks like I ended up selling it for $94.99, so $5 off. And netted $73.82. I found it at a flea market. It was in a pile of gloves. I think I paid $2, maybe $3 for it, if that. So clearly they didn't know exactly what they had, but I've sold these A2000s before and knew they were valuable, so I was excited to find this one. You can see even not super great condition, but there it is. All right, next up is another video game. This one's Parappa The Rapper. I'm sure if you were a kid of the 90s and had a PlayStation, you probably had this game. I actually didn't have this game. I didn't have a PlayStation. I was more of like a Nintendo guy. Had Nintendo 64 around this time. But Parappa The Rapper, I might have played it, you know, at a friend's house or something. It's a pretty cool little game with some great graphics. It was in excellent condition here. And it sold very quickly for $99. Looks like 4 days it took to sell, and I made $75.05. It did not have the poster in it, so the original game had a poster inside of it. If it would have had that, it would have been $200 or $300. So that's all right. I'll definitely take a $100 game for sure. All right, the last and best flip of the week is this, another game, Game Wario for Nintendo Wii U, and this just blows my mind. This is a, Wii U game, not even 10 years old, selling for $160. I think it was just in low print. Not many of them were made, and it was never remade. And this one was not even complete, so I only had one insert. I did not have the manual. This thing didn't actually have a manual, but it has an insert that says, if you want to read the manual, go online. Either way, I didn't have that. It still sold for $160 in the same day that I listed it, and I had a net of $126 on that. So pretty exciting flip for sure. This video game lot has just been really good. Let's look and see how good it has been. I'm gonna check everything that I've bought or listed and bought here and see how I've done. So it looks like I bought it on April 5th. So how long ago was that? 10 days ago. So far, I've listed 74 items. And those 74 items, I'd say there's 110 or 120 on there total. So I haven't listed like the old Nintendo stuff, the old Sega stuff, or the old Super Nintendo stuff, because a lot of it's going to require some cleaning. And so I just went through and I've listed all the barcode stuff so far. Total list value of $27.41. This says total cost. Ignore that right now. That's just total cost of the stuff that I've listed. And so I'm just estimating the cost as I list it, and I'll go back and update that total cost to reflect how much I actually paid, which was $437 for the lot. But you'll see here, total list value of that $437 is $2,700. I have 41 things left to sell. How many have I sold? I've sold 33 things. And yeah, so I've grossed or gross income. So I've made, of that 437, I've made 947 back, 856 of which is net so far. So I've basically doubled my money already, and I still have how many things to list, or how many things to sell? Yeah, 41 items to sell. that are already listed, and I still have about another 25 to 30 that I haven't even listed yet. So very good pickup. Vintage video game, just one of the best categories to resell in. Stuff goes so quickly, and there's so much of it that is so valuable. So excited to pick that one up. But that's it. That's how my week looked. Hopefully all weeks look like this. It was really good. Again, 71 sales for almost $2,500 gross and $1,500 net. We'll see you next Friday. Thank you.